my channel. My name is Esther and I'm a traveling fine artist. And in previous vlog I shared with you guys how I moved to Cinque Terre, like how I moved to this like really small village out of Florence, and I said that now I'm gonna film more YouTube videos. And I got such a lovely feedback from all of you guys about my previous vlog, and you asked me to share more of the like inner life happening in the village and like all of the insights, like all of this like real authentic Italian like province life. So this is what this vlog gonna be all about, and I also of course will include my like art processes and time lapses and share everything that happened during this week basically, since I did the last vlog. So it's all coming up, stay tuned, but before we'll dive into it, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will not miss any of my new videos, because it's gonna be wild, it's gonna be super artistic, and it's gonna be really fun. So let's start. Okay, so one of the most insane things that happened to me, which like made me feel like I'm living in such like fairy tale or like Hollywood movie or like something like insane, it's like it's lockdown, you know, like it's like we're in orange zone, so it's like some things are loud but not so many. And I just moved here, so I'm not really like local, but like people start treating me as I'm like, at some level I'm like already local, because I said like I'm moving here for winter, so I'm gonna stay for a while and all of that. So the village threw up like party for me. I mean, not like party, but it's like it was like a dinner. It was like not so many people there, because now you're not allowed like to gather in big groups, but like some of like the friends of like the only one friend I had here, like I knew here like while moving here, like she spread the word, and like now I have so many friends in the village, and like half of the village knows me already. And like it's so fun, and it's like so personal, and it's like it feels really good. It feels like I got it feels like I got community here. People cleaning up the beach. Allora, so I was asked to do more videos of the streets and show you guys more of the insides of the village. So here we go. I don't know if you can climb up, but obviously you can go down here. And this is the main street. Super beautiful, super authentic. And this hole, oh my gosh, you have to see it. Such a wonderful place. You're not supposed to go here, but we will. So wait for it. So, secret location, secret beach in a way. So it was like really special, because they organized dinner, like welcoming dinner, to welcome me like in their community and get to know people. And it just like, if you watch the movie Eat, Pray, Love, it's like literally the life I'm living here in Italy. It's even better than in the movie. And like when we had this dinner and like all of this like food, and people were like talking about like all the local recipes and Ligurian cuisine, which like I'm motivated to learn Ligurian cuisine. Liguria is like the region here in like which my village based, and most of the cuisine is basically like fish and vegetables and all of this like torta de verdura, which is like vegetable spice. And the food is really simple, but it's so good and it's like so full of flavors. So that's one of my goals, I guess, for the next month or so, to learn to cook at least some of these recipes, because like they're like, oh my gosh, they're really so good. I bought this amazing homemade focaccia. It's like so round and so perfect and so oily. Yeah, I bought actually 2 of them. I love local bread so much. And the feeling I got during this dinner, it was like this scene in Eat, Pray, Love, when like before Lee's like leaving Italy, she has this like Thanksgiving dinner in Italy, and like all of these people and like the song is playing. So it's like it felt like some kind of Thanksgiving dinner, and it felt like I'm in home and I have community, and it was like something I was missing all of this time. Even like being in Florence and like having friends and having people around me, it's like it's never felt like I'm in my place. So it's insane like how fast and like I mean how quick I get it here, just like moving in. And yeah, it just like makes me super grateful for everything in my life. And it's like it's just an amazing, incredible start of this journey, I guess. So I'm really blessed and I'm really thankful for it. And the train is coming up again. Okay, so what's new in the village? The life in the village is a little bit challenging sometimes regarding I don't used to live in the village, honestly. And even though it's extremely beautiful and it's super authentic and it's like full of history and culture and characters and just like all of this like riches of like really old fisherman village, or yeah, it's like castle and old churches and streets and like everything like filled with like centuries of history. Because it's a village, there's like some challenges, like there's like really not good internet anywhere. So I'm struggling with my online work sometimes because my internet like keep breaking up all of the time. So I'm trying to figure out solutions and options to do like all of my editing stuff and all of my online coaching and other things. So sometimes I have to go all the way like to the marine, to the boats, because that's where my like phone service is like the strongest. So if I need to talk like on the phone for a long time, I will just like go to the sea because in my apartment like the walls are like really thick and it's like this narrow streets as I was showing you, and as you will see in this vlog, so it's like really narrow streets, so every single building facing another building, and it's like really tight and like packed all together. So because of that, the signal doesn't really go through these like walls and walls and walls. It's like stop the signal, so it's like keep breaking up, so it's a little bit frustrating, but it's okay. The other thing is it's not like Florence, nothing really open, or like there is not really like stores like Home Depot, or I mean of course there is like nothing in the area like IKEA or even like supermarket. There's like one really small store that has like couple options of food. So that's a struggle, but everything is closed anyway besides the grocery stores lately, so I have nothing to complain about. And I figure out that I'm actually thankful for this lockdown because I'm not distracted to go to town and like buy things or like having like cultural experiences. Like I have enough here. I have like hiking trails, I have perfect weather, as you see, like it's end of November and like I'm in my t-shirt because it's like super warm, and I'm not forbidden to go to the sea coast. I'm not forbidden to go on the hiking trail. On the hiking trail, I don't need to wear a mask, which is exciting and like so liberating after like spending the last lockdown in Florence, when you're like only able to go to the grocery store when you need to, and it's like once a week or like once in 2 weeks, and then you have to sign like a paper that like that's your neighborhood and you're like not leaving your neighborhood and like all of that stuff. Which is here, like you're not allowed to leave your comuna, but our comuna is like the whole village with all these like mountains and hills and sea and port and like wherever, and then the next village, like part of the next village. So if I go 2 hours to the next village, which I went lately, and it was like super picturesque and inspiring, and like it just smelled so good, and it was like a really easy hike. So I went last Sunday after I published the vlog. Oh no, before I published this vlog, I went last Sunday on this hiking trail, and I went like through all of these like fields with like olive trees and houses and mountains and vineyards, and it was just like in a dream. It's like way more beautiful than everything I have seen in Tuscany. And even though like I spent almost every free weekend in this area, like during the summer, I didn't get to see that much in full beauty and like in full like I didn't get to experience fully everything here. So I'm really thankful.
A little bit messy, but these are Christmas pre-orders. All of this stuff trying to fit on one small table, and big pieces on the background.
Yeah, so I went on the hike to this next village, and it was like again super empty but like really fun. And that village actually is the one that not it's called Carnivia, and not lots of the tourists go there, because if all the other 4 villages are kind of on the coast and they're like really easy accessible, that village is like really high on the hill. It has access to the sea, but like you have to go all the way down. And usually, like especially those people traveling who like want to see all the Cinque Terre, like all the 5 lands, all the 5 villages in 1 or 2 days, they just like ignore the Carnivia, because it's just like it's too much of an effort like to go all the way up and then like go down, and it's just like they think it's not worth it. But that's why it kept like way more authentic culture to it than any of the other villages. It's like has this like really authentic community, and it feels like more real comparing to the other ones, even like in the summer. Like now every single village is basically like it's authentic and it's real because it's winter and there's like no tourists, and now it's like lockdown, so it's like only local people left in the area. So every single one is authentic, but that one was like even in the summer, even like with the tourist season, it was like way more authentic than any other one in the area. It was really fun like seeing like kids playing outside and like just like dancing, making the best out of like situations they have here with like all these restrictions and COVID, and just like being free and like enjoying life. And that's in general like my message and like what I'm getting out of my experience here in Italy, because I literally like I came to Italy like 2 hours before they declared the complete lockdown. So like getting through the first lockdown and coming into the next, everything that happened in between, and the whole season like overall in this year for me, just like about, and I keep telling that like through my Instagram and like and throughout all my social media, is that Italy teaching me so much how to like enjoy life in its like purest, like most like authentic and naive, but yet simple, but so I know like pure form, just like joy itself, like life itself, like live every moment like it's worth it, like it's all because of this moment. and just like not being in a rush, not being distracted, not being like too busy, just like taking it like one day at a time, one step at a time, and just like being fully present in the moment and what's happening in this moment. Just like enjoy like the little things, like food, like enjoy food, enjoy community, enjoy every conversation, enjoy like just being, like just learning how to be and how to feel and how to rest and how to take breaks and how to set boundaries and how to appreciate your time and time of the other people and how to think out of the box of like this world is running somewhere. Yeah, so that has been like one of the biggest lessons I feel like for me in Italy. Also with like the smoke coming up now, it's like it reminds me of Nepal so much, and this place overall reminds me of Nepal so much because I miss Nepal really badly, and after all of this lockdown is lifted, hopefully I will be able to go back. But like these hills and smells and just like small community landscape overall, like it really close, and it's just like evokes so many memories, so many like good memories from my trip to Nepal. So that's another thing, that's why I stick to this area, and it feels like home already. One more thing about food and markets. There is a market, open market, happening every Tuesday, because there's like only like one grocery store in the whole village, and it's really small, obviously. There are like cars coming into the village, and like one like with vegetables and one with like milk products and like meat and other things and like fish. So every Tuesday morning they have this market in the main street, and you can get all of the goods, all of the goodies you want. I keep sleeping over. Like this Tuesday I slept over again. Like I woke up, I did like my morning routine and all of that, and then I went out and I'm like, no way, like I skipped the market again. So like I guess I don't have enough groceries. I do have groceries, okay? It's like it's not an island or anything. It's like you can get food, obviously. But I was wishing, like last week I set a goal. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this market and I'm gonna store up groceries for the next week, and I slept over again. So I didn't. I mean, I'm coming out and the market is gone. I mean, like the last people packing up their stuff, and I'm like, oh well, lesson learned. So that's a little bit like feels like medieval times, or it's a fun part of it as well, because like I'm getting like all of the stories, like I'm like living in this again, like I'm living inside of this movie plot when it's like these things are like so typical for like this area, and they're so typical for like some, I don't know, old movies about centuries ago, and I'm kind of like traveling time, got to experience all of that, which is like fun, but it's like it's not practical always. But it's another thing that I think is good for me, because learning all of the things about just like appreciating the time and like being like more thoughtful of what you do and when you do and how you do that, it's like really beneficial for me overall, because I just need to like make some good habits of like waking up earlier and like planning my time like big ahead, and just like knowing where things scheduled. And it's completely fine. It's like you still got to live in the moment a lot, but then some things are like way more organized and it makes life easier, so it's all good. Yeah, the other thing is my apartment, which is like I want to share with you, like the place I lived. I also like have been asked many times.
That's my narrow street, and that's my cute little house. This is my door, and somewhere there are my windows, second floor. Exactly. That's why I ended up in an apartment without enough daylight, because all of the buildings are really close to each other. There's some post. There's another narrow street. So if I walk out, I get right to the main square. Up to my apartment. This is some newspaper, and that's my door. Takes some effort. My landlord or landlady, I don't know what is the right way, the proper way to call, the owner of the apartment. She's really nice. She's leaving me all this like cute notes, this clean towels, carpets, and just laundry stuff, which is so cute. And like, I feel really blessed with this place and with everything. I realized, like, after spending here like almost 2 weeks already, I realized how much time I have, because I used to like be really busy before I moved to Italy, and I was feeling like I don't have enough time for anything, or like I just have really bad time management, or it's just not working the way I want to. And then when I got like almost like full-time job at the art academy in Florence, it was like so much more like extra hours I have to work, and I still got to manage like all of my other jobs and my art business and coaching job and like all of that. And I was like making it work. It was like overwhelming, but then I realized how much I could actually handle at the same time, and how like it's all really about time management. For all of you artists and self-employed people out there, like, you can manage way more than you think you are capable of. It's more about like the attitude, setting goals, and like being wise with time and with organizing everything and breaking it into like achievable goals and all of that. I probably have to do another video just like talking about how to navigate all of that when you're self-employed. Getting back, like getting out of Florence and not having the job free up so much space in my schedule. So now I'm like, I can read, I can write, I can have siesta and do nothing, just like go to the ocean. I have time to film more YouTube videos, I have time to do time lapses and like create more content. I have time for all of this like design and product ideas that like I was putting aside for so long. Like I finally have time for all of that. And actually, the exciting news, I'm launching the new product, so prints and some other products will be coming up soon in the store. So stay tuned for the product update. There will be like a surprise product, which I'm still thinking what will be the best way to package all of that. Obviously, because like of the COVID and all businesses are closed, so it's like a little bit challenging to like find all the ingredients of like what I'm trying to put up together. Initial idea is doing this like explorer box, which will like include like a small original painting that I made here in the area, and then it will include like some food goodies and just like different products of the land. I feel like it will be a really interesting experience, like getting a box with a painting, but not just painting, but like all of these small things that like authentic and original to this area. It would make a perfect Christmas gift for someone who is like traveler and dreamer and explorer. Yeah, I will update on this soon as well, because I just got this idea recently and I got like super excited of like all of the ways I could go about it, but now I'm just like working on logistic on how to put it all together. One of the other thing I really love experiencing here is just like getting local products. I met a guy who makes wine here. His wine cellar, he only produces like 15,000 bottles a year, and he's like in this book of like best Italian wines, and like I don't know, it's fancy. Like I met him on the marina one day and he was like showing me the book and like sharing all his accomplishments, so it was like really special. Like that's what he does, like he lives here, he like travel a lot, but he went back to Vernazza and
he produces wine. Some local people also like bringing me like lemons and oranges from their gardens, or like these cactus fruits, and I just like, it feels like so special because it's like it was like actually grown in the garden, like here in the area, and that's what people do here. It's a little bit different format again as I used to do before, but I'm getting so much feedback again from you guys, so I'm feeling like it's worth like filming like that for as long as I'm traveling, and it's like raw and rare, and it's like right in the moment. I didn't like even write scripts. It might be not as professionally filmed, but it's like it's authentic. I thought it's a good idea to change the format for a while. So basically that's how my life looks like lately. I'm painting outside, I'm going on hikes, I'm talking to local people, grabbing coffee, and sometimes aperitivo at night. Like, they're not allowed to have like bars open, but they serve to go, so people still like sometimes gathering in the streets and having fun, having conversation, and it still feels like it's so alive, and it's amazing feel of community. And I'm painting a lot outside again. Like, I went on a hike, I went to a different village, I painted there, got to see all these beautiful places. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know any of the ideas or what necessarily you would love to see more in the upcoming vlogs. I'm really hoping that I will be able to do a vlog every week now, or at least some kind of video every week now. So I'm getting back into launching videos every Sunday, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for all the feedback, for all of the comments, for all the encouragement. I got so many encouraging words during the time that I wasn't doing anything with my YouTube, and just like people asking me, like reaching out and asking like if I'm taking a break, like if I'm gonna like get back to filming, because like they really loved everything I do. So it's really uplifting, and that's why I'm back and I'm filming more. Thank you so much, you guys, for all the love and all the support, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.